So once again, thank you so much for like accepting my offer to be here. As I
Of course.
mentioned, I play Toon Link, and this is a matchup that is very difficult for Toon Link. I think you have a couple of Toon Links in your region, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I've got two in Iowa.
Okay,
They're both like PR level.
cool. I am not PR level, not at all, but
That's fine. They're barely PR level in Iowa. It's fucking Trey John. Dude's a meme.
in Iowa or
Oh yeah, John, Iowa.
Trajan has been nothing but kind to me, so
He's very kind. He's just a meme.
Alright. And let me know.
Right, so first to 10, right?
Yeah, first to 10. I'm probably gonna ask like questions while we play, or if you see anything like that you need to point out, like that I do incorrect or like other Toon Links do better, feel free to just like interrupt me at any time.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be like super sweaty or anything.
Got it. Just like a normal coaching session then. Sounds good.
Okay. Alright, so I was doing a little VOD review before joining, and I think dash backing and not hitting your shield is kind of important.
Yeah, definitely. None of your stuff is really safe, thankfully for me.
Yep.
I'm happy that is. The dashbacks, of course, like, I mean, it's kind of just part of the bad matchup. You're forced to dash back a lot, and since you're forced to dash back a lot, you're putting yourself in the corner as Toon Link against Cloud, which is generally just my game plan, is just to push you to the corner.
And let me know if the connection's alright. Like, I'm from the West Coast, so
Yeah,
probably
it's
not
good
gonna
enough.
be the best connection.
It's fine. I think one thing that does help a lot with Toon Links is not being too afraid to grab. Like situations like that, instead of running with my shield, maybe just grab me probably. At least at the start of things, or like once you get things going, being not afraid to grab, it helps a lot. And it makes Clouds mix up with their shielding a lot instead of just autopiloting with shielding. So there are a lot of Toon Links where I can just kind of move around and throw out shields a lot because they're going to hit my shield and it's going to up B. And kind of like that's like a big thing I try to tell people is against Cloud. Generally, a lot of times you don't really want to fish for parries. Like I kind of tell you fishing for parry there, obviously because of the shield drops, stuff like that. Especially like with Bear with Cloud. The thing is, like if you parry Cloud Bear, you're really not getting anything, especially if it's space, right? And then like the risk of it is you are just gonna die there. So I try to tell you like really think about like the risk reward of like parrying Cloud.
I saved you. And I panicked. I saved you and then panicked immediately.
Got the bomb, thankfully.
I thought you were gonna make that one back, but Didn't
I
know.
was going to, but I did a very poor jump, which got me. I jumped in the boomerang very poorly, which gimped me. But then, yeah, thankfully you saved me.
Alright, yeah, definitely off stage. I lost the stock very early for
Yeah, with the run off fair.
that jump.
Always gotta be ready for that. Sometimes clouds will just send it and go for the run off fair because it covers a lot.
Hmm.
And like a lot of times too, there's not really an option you can do to fight back there necessarily because like fight back and like kill me or anything like that. Like it would have best be like upbeat early, but you know upbeing isn't really getting you a ton of reward. I'm just going back on stage, or I'm just like completely outranging a lot of characters.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay. Not enough doing this.
Yeah.
Running forward a bit.
Yeah, really good grab. Yeah, you've already got like the first part of the matchup really down, which is you don't get a jump like a lot of Toon Links want to.
Straight stuck that game. Birdie, you haven't booked a flight to Vegas yet. I'm surprised you guys aren't just driving. You guys, it's like what, a 6-hour, 5-hour drive? Double down. Okay, yeah, I think I'm definitely moving forward with bomb too much, probably.
Yeah, like the second stock I kind of catch your dash in. I'm really looking to catch dashes. Really, the first thing I'm looking for is just to catch your to catch jumps. But you're like disciplined enough. You're not just jumping like stupidly, quite frankly. So that's really good. That's the first step. But then next step, obviously, I'm just looking to catch your dashes, and I'm looking to catch them in really safe ways, just like with landing arrows, stuff like that. So yeah, like dash ins, obviously, those are riskier to get caught, but dash backs also I can cover very well just because how fast I am and how big my sword is. I think one thing that does help a lot for Toon Links is I think Zaring is pretty good in the matchup to stuff out the jumps. As well as like aggressively nairing maybe to catch out my jumps because I'm not always gonna do rising arrows. A lot of times it's gonna be falling arrows like that. So like you can like stuff out the falling arrows with like rising nair or tethers, for example, or sorry, Zares.
Mm-hmm.
And usually don't really. I wouldn't try to shield grab what's it called cross slash unless I actually commit to all the hits because otherwise it's just a pretty safe mix up for me to go for with mixing up the hits and the timing between the hits, stuff like that.
Okay. There's a way to like fall out of a B, right?
Yeah, the best way to do it is you're not gonna always fall every time, but it's literally just hold the direction. The move has a no SDI multiplier, so you don't SDI the move, you just DI it. Basically, if you're like far out from me, it'll if you're far out from me, it'll. What am I trying to say? If you're far away, like at the max end of the sword, and if you hold away, you'll fall out. Or like if you're really close inside of me, then you want to hold in, and that's really all it is. And like some characters fall out easier than others, but that's all it is to it. Like Snake's a character that like falls out like way too much.
Okay.
It's like on top of my head, some are really annoying. And Bowser as well. But like most good clouds will kind of like know when to up or not, like if they're gonna fall out. And then like only certain characters can get punished. It's like Toon Link, if you fall out, obviously you're saving yourself damage, so that's good, but you're not getting punished. Like some characters like fast fallers will get punished, which is very annoying. Oh yeah. That's good. And is that like ever a true combo? Like or was it a dash attack?
It's a string, but I wouldn't say it's a true combo.
Okay, so like I can use your shield.
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely be more ready to like be more willing to just like grab there, like do like a dash dance like right outside my range basically, and like wait for me to pick something. And you know, if you see me jump, then you snipe my jump, stuff like that, instead of overcommitting with that. Because like again, like if you hit my shield, you're probably gonna get you're either dying to up smash, or you're gonna take like 18, 20%, whatever, 18% for my up B. So that'll be a very close range up B, so I'll get the all hits basically.
Okay.
Like need a lot of schmicks with like in the matchup for Toon Link. Like you need more like Cloud is like usually Clouds are naturally pretty schmixy, I think, but you definitely know with Toon Link is you need to be mixing up your pressure so you don't just get eaten up by my out of shield options and stuff like that.
We can't really fight Cloud, I don't think so. Definitely pretending we're about to fight and then backing off is probably the play.
Yeah, and like when you're like pretending to fight and backing off, you should be ready to swing though. Like if I do an option like too aggressive, like if I do too aggressive a swing, stuff like that, then that's when you want to lift punish, like with your dash attack, with your grab, or with or like rising nair to call out my jump, or like rising bear or rising fair either.
Okay.
All of those are like fine options. But it's definitely like an uphill battle for Toon Link. Like I think Cloud destroys Toon Link.
I agree. Also, Vermilion, welcome. Yes, Cloud is broken, but somehow you managed to switch over to a more broken character. I don't know how you did that.
That's the Kazuya, right?
Yeah, that's Kazuya.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I'm switching to FD. I'm gonna see if this is a better stage for me.
That's good. I think PS2 is pretty bad for you.
Okay.
I think it's like Cloud's best stage for one. It's one of his best stages because it's just a very big stage and the platforms help him a lot with his ledge trapping and just movement among things and platform combos.
Okay, that's good to know because I'm kind of one of those players that just defaults to FD or PS2 without making too much of it. Oh wow. Okay. React a little bit faster to that.
Mm-hmm.
I will admit my reaction time is not the best, probably.
But it's a little harder to react to on Wi-Fi too. I'll give you that, John. Yeah. Yeah, I think FD is like usually probably the best stage for you. It really depends on the cloud. Some clouds I think like FD. I'm not a big fan of FD.
Okay. Normally, I feel like Cloud bans it versus me.
Yeah, that makes sense. I usually ban against Toon Link just because I like the platforms more so and feels a little bit easier. Just the way I play pretty aggressive usually, unless I really feel forced to play really defensive. Then I'll probably camp with limited and stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, it makes it a little bit more annoying. It makes it more annoying for like the way I want to play the matchup usually. I think Cloud does play really well, like aggressively or defensively against Toon Link. I think defensively is a little bit more like surefire way to win, but I don't know, I like having fun a little more.
Yeah, I mean, I think aggressive Cloud is definitely hard for Link to deal with. Caught by these runoff fish.
Yeah, that was just the bomb throw or the bomb pull. Usually, if I have my double jump, I would recommend probably not going up stage. Just look for like a 2-frame, if anything.
Okay.
Like with your F tilt or your down air. Usually F tilt.
And blast.
Doesn't really work the best because last time my up just outranged it. But that's usually what I'd like recommend doing. Good clouds are really pretty good at if they have their double jump, you're probably gonna die if you go up against them for that edge guard.
Down to it.
Oh, that's super annoying. Making a good comeback, but yeah, just going for the parry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not one who goes for parries, so I'm just like dropping shield accidentally typically.
Oh, okay.
Here, I'm gonna try small battlefield. That's a stage
Okay.
I really like. I'm not sure. I feel like Cloud's probably better than Toon Link on a stage. But...
Yeah, I don't really think you have a stage that you really beat Cloud on, so I wouldn't overthink it too much.
Okay.
Like Cloud definitely just beats Toon Link on every single stage in existence. It's more so just pick whatever you're comfortable with and what you think the Cloud's the least comfortable with. When kind of picking this matchup, I think. Like I've had Toon Links, like some Toon Links pick FD against me, some will pick Battlefield, some will pick Smashville, some will go PS2. It really, there's no like rhyme or reason. It's just whatever like you prefer.
Yeah. I'm sure all the Links have like given up internally. Wow, okay. Lag.
Oh wow. Like there's like the really good aggressive like swing to catch my jump. Oh. After that frame trap too, like you dash attack and I direction air dodge through it. You did no dash attack. I would just do a grab and then throw me off stage again, because off stage is where you want Cloud the most, obviously. So if he does mess up my ledge, you can still kill him. Mm-hmm.
Oh. That was so unfortunate. What the heck?
We take those. Be like your general like game plan in the matchup, like to be like very non-specific game plan is just get Cloud off stage. Is fighting on his terms, like fighting on stage against Cloud as Toon Link is obviously very, very like hard, very hard battle. So like sometimes you might not want to go for optimal combos that pop Cloud above you because he's probably gonna land. Like you're probably not gonna juggle Cloud super well. If he's being greedy, like sometimes I'm pretty greedy and I'll just try to down air ignorantly. Then you can up air, but like lots of times, it's gonna be really hard for you to juggle him. So just try to push like you focus your combos on getting Cloud off stage and on ledge, and look for the Cloud to like mess up, like catch out a like call it a jump at ledge. If you call out one of Cloud's jumps on ledge, he's usually kind of dead. I guess a lot of characters because then he's jumpless off stage, and you know you just all you have to do is time an F tilt, time a 2-frame, or just run off and hit him. And you know if he has no jump to mix up the timing, then timing that's very easy.
Near you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, be a little more careful with your roll behinds. Kind of been picking up on that habit. I've been trying to punish it throughout the games. Finally getting better at punishing Wi-Fi, but you do a lot of roll in and button like there, where I'm talking about it. That's just like a habit I noticed to be aware of. Like if you do get the roll in, like mix up the roll a little more so it's not as predictable. And then once you do get the roll in, like there again, you know, just like roll in, and if the roll in works, just do like a dash back, like get away from Cloud really instead of challenging him. Oh, I missed it barely. And like there, just go to ledge usually against like when you're off stage, just go to ledge instead of trying to jump over. Jumping over is, you know, you're probably gonna get outranged. Really, gonna get outranged and you're gonna be hit off stage with no jump.
Possible. I'm not sure if I'm fighting you too much, but I feel like camping does not work either.
Camping usually shouldn't work. You just need to. There's not like a right answer. Like you shouldn't be campy. You shouldn't be like super aggressive. You just need to find like the middle ground kind of, and you just need to play every interaction right, really. Because yeah, like Cloud has really good answers to the Link's camping, and Cloud can camp them back. Cloud can run at them and rush them down. That was a good way.
I had the right read, I just did it.
Like sometimes just hold shield like for like a split second longer, see if I do something. Because like there, I'm just Tomahawk up smashing you because you know the risk war on that move is pretty good because you don't really have anything that could kill me there. Your best punish would be up out, like turn on up out shield just in killing. Yep. Like just wait to see if the Cloud will swing sometimes, and then if he does swing, then there's the gap, and you can either obviously like up your shield, or you can just get out if it's a safe swing, stuff like that.
Someone in chat is asking how can we anticipate cross slash? I guess like are you, because it's not like you're really using it in neutral like raw, right? Like there's probably like
No, you definitely can.
Okay.
it's harder doing. I'm not as comfortable doing it with Wi-Fi. I'm more comfortable just swinging, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But usually cross slash and neutral is used to. It can be used like honestly for anything. Smooth is very good. It's mostly used for either stuffing out jumps, stuffing out jump-ins. You're not jumping in at all though, so that's like kind of why I'm not getting as much on you. Um, or using it to like catch dashes, like dash back stuff like that. So the ways I mean, like it's mostly using those ways. So it's kind of hard to anticipate because it's just really quick, I guess. But like know like why he's using it against you. Really like he's using it to call out dashbacks. He's using it to call out jump-ins. Your tank player, he's probably using it to catch jump-ins because you're probably just jumping too much. It's kind of hard to. I think it's kind of weird to use it against tanks to call their dashbacks because of all like the you have returning projectiles against you, so my cross slash will get interrupted lots of times. I'm using it that way. Another way we'll use it is like tomahawk cross slash on shield, like that, for example. But yeah, like those are like the 3 most common ways to use it, really. It's really just breaking down like why you're getting hit by it and then like how to avoid that or like not do that and bait it out instead.
I feel like every time I've tried to F-tilt, you've stopped it with up B.
Yep, he has a lot of priority. The box is really big. I think like when I'm coming down with it, I think you can dash attack if you time it right. That honestly be like a question for James. I don't know, he knows a lot of tank shit. So that sounds like it. I feel like I've seen him like talk about that before.
Do you play James a lot?
No.
Okay.
He lives the state over. I don't play him. I played him like once on Wi-Fi ever. I usually don't just like go about playing Toon Links for fun. I'm not gonna lie. Respectfully.
It's fine. I mean,
I have way too many in my region. Huh.
Gosh. This is looking like it's gonna be a very quick set.
I would hope I know a thing or two about the tank matchup after playing it way too many times. I played enough for like 3 CODs lifetimes.
Yeah, but now I'm like starting to feel sad. I'm like now I'm feeling like Toon Link actually cannot win this matchup if both players are like on the same level.
That is I mean definitely how I feel. But thankfully that it never really is that simple because I mean all it really takes is the cloud messing up a few times at most levels. Once you like, so like there I did like a run off, and I came back on, then ran off again. Once you seem to like coming back on after the first run off, just immediately recover there. Because like I have to touch stage again, then I have to run off again, which is quite a bit of time. Mhm.
So who's the second Toon Link besides Free John?
Jinx,
Okay.
Silver Jinx, or whatever he goes by. Twilight Jinx, one of the two. I forget what he goes by now, but Jinx is usually what I call him.
Do either like have they ever like beaten you?
None of them have ever beat my Cloud.
Okay.
John has beaten my Greninja and my Joker before, but none of them are my characters. I think there was like a time frame against John where we had like 2 best of 5s and he took 2 stocks in a total of 2 best of 5s.
Okay. Jeez, might be doing a little better than.
Definitely, but I mean, I've also played John like a million times, so I know all his habits really, really well.
He's a very jumpy.
Yeah, very jumpy, and like know like a lot of his habits past that too, like his spot dodges, stuff like that. Good. That's kind of another like kind of bad spot of the matchup for you is if I do landing back air and immediate X tilt you, I'll catch the bomb, throw out a shield.
Push me back onto platform and you're able to combo that. Yep. Gosh.
Yeah, like there again, like just go to the ledge there generally. The risk of jumping over Legends Cloud is very not worth it because I'm probably just like I get you're going over for like jumping over for like the bomb throw, but I'm probably just gonna catch the bomb and hit you. And jumping over and air dodging is like that's a mix up, but because of how little lag is on my back air, I can generally just back landing back air and then dash attack to catch your landing with air dodge since you're so floaty. Like yeah, usually I would just unless you're like really down to play the gamble, I would just go to ledge there and, kind of suffer at Legends Cloud as Toon Link, but it's better than just dying.
Okay.
Yeah, keep mixing more grabs like there, like how that's not true. Just get some grabs going, keep me guessing.
To the ground fast enough.
And finally.
Like you tried for 5 and I'm like one of these are gonna hit.
That was the goal.
felt like I was holding shield long enough.
No, you really need like there's a landing hitbox too. I mean, I went back to ledge there, so I didn't like land with it, but a lot of hitboxes there. Oh. That was a good grab. I think you just reacted a little bit too late.
Yeah, that mix-up keeps getting me because I'm like, I feel like I have to hold shield, but I get grabbed.
It's
I might be reacting slow though.
what's that? You're kind of reacting slow, but it's also like it's a good mix-up game for me, really. Because I can do cross slash cross slash. I can just do all my hits of cross slash. I can do one hit cross slash only. I can delay the timings between them, obviously. Then, for that specific one, I can just do cross slash, and then stop, and then I can start another cross slash to like catch you doing something. Like there's not really a right answer for you. It's you just kind of have to react as quickly as you can and choose what you think's the right option. And then of course, like if you do an immediate option after the second one, like I could also just end up doing all the hits of cross slash, and then they'll catch that.
Nope. Wow.
Oh, that's bad.
You could still up B through all that.
Yeah.
Never mind. Toon Link sucks now. I'm joking. Shield for it. Oh, I choked that so hard.
A little bit. Started trying to get the kill a little bit too much instead of just need to be a little more composed and let the kill come to you, really.
Yeah, like I said, I'm definitely not a PR level Toon Link, so.
Well, you put up more to fight a lot of those games than the Toon Links I play do, so yeah, you could probably be PR in Iowa, honestly.
Yeah, my Vegas or my region is Vegas, and it's a little tough too. We have like
Yeah, Vegas. Probably, I think Vegas sounds like it has more depth than Iowa does. Iowa's top view is really good, but we kind of fall off as, I mean, it's the beauty or the curse of being a Midwest state, really.
Okay, well that was the set 110. Surprised I was able to take a game off, but yeah, if you don't mind, I probably have like a couple more questions to kind of
Yeah, go
wrap
for
up
it.
with. So we went over the stages, and you said not to think too much on the stages, but
Yeah, it's really just feel. Like I think you probably want to like my opinion. I think you want flats, avoid like prefer FD Callus if they leave them open. Town. Well, I don't think you win on any of those stages. I think you lose less than you do on
okay,
like compared to like Battlefield, Smashville, PS2, stuff like that. Really,
okay. I felt like I was dying a lot off stage, and
a
I
lot of it was bomb pulse.
okay,
Um,
just bumbles.
so like be more hesitant with your bomb pulls. Like if you are in that runoff fair range, like I play against enough Toon Link and the Toon Links I play also have bad bomb hole habits where like um really be careful with the like when you're in that range of runoff fair. And then
Mhm.
as well as like, if I do run off, and then I like go back on, like in that time that I'm going back on, just recover stage as quickly as possible. You kind of want to just like drift in a spot that I can't hit you and like watch where I'm going. If it looks like I'm going low, then you want to jump and go high. If it looks like I'm going high, then just go low quickly.
Okay, I
Um,
think I'm like scared of Cloud on ledge just because I feel like when I'm stuck on ledge, especially if they have limit, I like tend to like mess it up. So I'm like I'd rather stay off stage than be stuck on
okay.
ledge, but I guess that's kind of an incorrect way to look at it.
It can go either way. It just depends what the cloud's looking for. Because like when I dove limit, I always have a little bit more room to go deeper and like stay out there a little bit. Like I can just go deep when I have limit. If the cloud's not like threatening to go out there, then that's a good game plan to just like burn out some limit. But you have to be ready for them to go out there because they're going to be even quicker now that they have limit and they can go farther.
True.
So it's just there's ups and downs of it basically.
Okay.
The main
Um
thing is just watching the cloud and seeing what they're looking for and basing what you're doing off around that.
okay. Um so you were saying like you're looking for a lot of jumps. Are you talking about like kind of short hops in neutral, or when you say jumps, what do you mean? Like
Your jumps, yeah, I'm looking lots of times you're short hopping. If you're ever full hopping, that's really easy to catch.
mhm.
I'm looking for short hops. Generally I'll like if I notice the tank is really jump happy, I'll use more dash back, cross slash, or like I'll just air to air them by outranging them with my arrows. So it'll be more rising arrows for me instead of falling arrows, basically, when I notice they're really jump happy. Um, and like I think Toon Link generally shouldn't contest that airspace because you're probably gonna just lose, get outranged, outspaced, and then take more damage, stuff like that. You do need to mix in the aggressive jumps to stuff out my jumps a little bit because like you're playing really grounded, which is good. I think catching Toon Link's dash is kind of annoying. He does have a pretty good initial dash and like just he's pretty quick on the ground.
Mhm.
So it's really good to be using that. Cloud, like it's a little bit annoying, but it's not like bad. It's not hard. It's not super hard to catch. Like I'm eventually gonna catch up to you because I'm faster, and then I'm gonna swing on you with big sword. So you need to be more willing to just like quickly air to air me like in that rising arrow range. but like then that's also what I'm looking for is like then I'll try to start conditioning one or the other and I'll start punching them. Like if I notice you're starting to jump in more, then I'm gonna start like fading back and stuffing you out, stuff like that. It's really just you're kind of playing a guessing game. A guessing game that's like skewed in Cloud's favor, I think.
Okay.
It's mostly just mixing up what you think's right at the time and like what you're noticing from the Cloud you're playing against because there's like it's a losing matchup. So there's not gonna be like right answers. You're just gonna have to like play it by feel and do what you think is right and like really pay attention to Cloud's habits.
Yeah, because like I wasn't sure if I was kind of challenging you too much because sometimes I'm like, oh wow, this combo worked and I totally have him in disadvantage. But then other times I would try to like call out a jump and I would just take like 30% for like whiffing a nair, like jumping in front of you
Uh-huh.
basically. So the whole time I
Yeah.
was kind of like, do I fight him? Do I not? Do I just keep running? Do I wait for him to mess up? But like you said, I just end up cornering myself trying to
Uh-huh.
run away until you mess up.
Yeah, like you're gonna mess up. Like any toon lane against like Cloud is going to mess up unless like the player gap is like astronomical. Obviously, like you're gonna mess up because I think he is just forced to guess in the matchup. And then yeah, like kind of like I was saying, it's really just a matter of guessing right and noticing the Cloud's habits. And like obviously like improving your disadvantage a little bit so you are minimizing the amount of damage you take when you lose an interaction.
All right,
And improving your advantage. So like catching the Cloud's disadvantage habits, stuff like that, if they have them, and trying to push that as far as possible. But I mean, yeah, it's really just an uphill battle.
what would you say are like low level cloud bad habits? Like, like you kind of pointed out with
Um,
Toon Link, like bad bomb pools, that's kind of like a low
the
level
Cloud,
bad Toon Link habit.
bad Cloud habits. Generally the bad Cloud habits in neutral are just unspaced aerials. That's the biggest one. Usually they have one favorite aerial over another. Like usually they really like fair, usually they really like bear. It's one or the other, and they usually don't space them very well.
Mm-hmm.
And then usually the option they like sometimes with bear too, like even if you don't space bear, it doesn't matter because it's -3. And then usually they have similar option after they like hit shields with bear. So it's usually just a lot of like favorite area and then like habits they do after they hit shield that you want to look for against bad clouds. That's in neutral it is. And then their cross slash, they usually don't have cross slash mix ups. They just like always do like cross slash 4, like or like cross slash 5, whatever. I forgot it's 5 hits, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Um and then disadvantage, the bad habits are usually they mash dare a lot. Like they always try to get above you in dare, and the way to beat that with Toon Link, you can kind of get an up air out there quick enough lots of times. Otherwise, just get to a side and fair it and hit them off stage. And then of course they're off stage, no double jump. Or they'll mash up air a lot of hit stun because up air is a good move for Cloud at hit stun because it's a frame one hurt box shift, and if you mess up, miss space your arrow, then the up air hits you and now you're getting comboed by Cloud.
You just say
And then
frame
also just
one.
double jumping in the corner a lot, like bad Clouds would use their double jump in the corner, and that's like the worst spot in the game to use your double jump as Cloud. So usually they're like those are the most common habits I notice from bad Cloud. That is.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember one time I lost a stock because you back aired my shield and I threw bomb and you like F tilted immediately.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just kind of wondering like, should I like be waiting more, like respect you way more, like when you hit my shield? Because a lot of situations I tried, because I know I can't punish fair and I can't punish bear or nair.
Yeah,
Um,
you can. The only one you can true punish ever is fair, and that's only if it's not
space. Yeah,
spaced.
I was
If
gonna
it's an
say.
unspaced fair, you can up B. If it's spaced, you can't fair it, or you can't up B it. Sorry. So that's like the only one you can ever get a punish on. Um, it's really just like kind of like again, it's just a guessing game. Like, do you think I'm gonna do backer into F tilt, backer into cross slash, backer into move around, backer into rising backer, backer into nair? Like, I have a bunch of options that I can kind of cycle through to keep you guessing. So like I'm keeping you guessing, so you just have to guess. So like sometimes maybe the bomb throw will be good because maybe I'll dash back. So like the bomb throw can work. It's just like it's really just guessing. That's all it is. And then if you don't want to guess because you're not confident in it, then you can like just wait a second longer, like half a second longer, a second longer, see if I overcommit and do something that gives you a gap. Like if I do falling backer to rising backer, that's a gap. Then you can throw a bomb on my landing and you'll get a hit on me.
So would you
Um,
say holding shield is more or less kind of decent for Toon Link? Like kind of like in the Fox matchup, for example. Like yeah, we're gonna get grabbed a lot, but it's better than whatever else Fox can
um,
do. Or would you say your grabs are kind of decent, so it doesn't matter?
well, My grabs are decent because my throws are good. Like I throw you into really good spots for me generally, and
Mhm.
also I do a lot more shield damage than Cloud. So that's the biggest thing honestly. Um, so like shielding is good, but like yeah, Clouds are gonna either grab you or they're just gonna keep spacing really safe stuff on you, like doing a ton of shield damage. Like your shield can only take like three cloud
Three
hits,
hits,
maybe
yeah.
like 2 to 3 cloud hits, like 2 hits and you have to go, and then 3 hits and your shield's broken usually.
Yep.
Um, Compared to 5-2, obviously isn't breaking your shield in 2 or 3 hits ever. So that's like the biggest thing, honestly, is your shield only has so much health, and along with your like not even just your shield breaking, I'm gonna start shield poking you because your head's gonna be peeking out, stuff's gonna be poking out, and then I'm gonna angle my move to hit that spot and shield poke you.
Okay. Sounds good. I
So
mean,
it's really just like
not
kind of
good,
getting
but
at
like
what's that?
I said, it sounds good, but at the same time, I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
definitely.
there's not a right answer when you're in the corner against Cloud, really. Like there aren't really characters that have just right answers. Cloud is just very good at keeping people in the corner. He's very good at applying pressure shields. He's very good at catching their get out options, all that stuff. So there's never really a right answer, honestly. It's just like
Oh,
there
that
can be a
makes
right
sense.
answer, but like that's if the Cloud overcommits, like falling back or rising back, that's an overcommitment, like I kind of said earlier. Like you kind of have to wait for till he overcommits, or like if he's really patient, he doesn't overcommit, you just have to like work your way out, like in whatever you think's the best way possible based on what the Cloud's been going for, and just hope it works really.
Hmm. Yeah, because like I know you said I have to play very mix up heavy, but I'm not like I don't think I'm a very good player when it comes to mix up. So in terms of mix up, would you just say like grabbing is kind of a big thing I should improve on in this matchup? Because I was definitely whiffing a
I
lot
think
of grabs.
I think grabs are like one in the middle of your advantage states are really good. I think grabs at disadvantage are terrible. Like don't I would not grab out of the corner. That's extremely greedy and probably won't work. Probably will get you killed.
Hmm.
Grabs in neutral they can work sometimes. Like it's something you should be ready to do but shouldn't like rely on. But I think grabs like in advantage. So, like when you hit me in when you hit me in situations, like lots of times I'm looking like Toon Links will just like dash tech to try to like end strings or try to catch a lang, but it's not really true. So I'll shield and up B, or they'll try to like F tilt or like up tilt. Like they just do a lot of like grounded moves, like keep applying pressure because against a lot of the cast, Toon Link can like use his tilts because they're like
Yeah.
not every character can punish them, obviously. So like they'll try to space their tilts, space their dash attack, so it's like safe and applying quick pressure. But Cloud obviously is very blessed with his up B, so that's not really a good option. So like I think like grabs in that advantage state, like those advantage state sequences help a lot. And then like you'll probably like personally me if they're grabbing there, I'm probably gonna spot dodge more. I'll spot dodge or jump, or just take the grab. Really depends on percent I'm at, but like if they start spot dodging, then you can get harder punches on the spot dodge, stuff like that. Just getting spot dodges, like forcing, like making people spot dodge, grabbing them, help is conditions them to like be more scared of grab, and then all of your other like the rest of your game plan just starts working more because they're scared of another option, basically. Like that's kind of similar to like how I look at it with Cloud. Like if I start grabbing more, now you're scared of grab, and my other things are gonna work more.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. I think yeah, that's kind of all the questions I have. Like once again, I really appreciate you taking the time out of your night to come body me basically and
No
give me
problem.
material to look over.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and definitely you were very versed in the Toon Link matchup. I felt like I did not have any correct answers versus you.
Feel a
But
little rusty. I dropped the game, but it's whatever. I'll have to grind it again.
oh yeah. Like most people don't even have a Toon Link in their region, and you are blessed with having two Toon Links in your region. So,
I don't know about blessed, but yeah,
no.
I definitely have two Toon Links in my region. I'll say that.
Yeah, I'm the only Toon Link in Nevada, and if I win, it's probably because of matchup and experience.
We take those though.
Yeah, we take those. Your fault for not studying the matchup.
Exactly.
Be like me and try to study the matchup.
True.
All right. Well, I will let you go, and if anybody wants, if you guys like Scar's like commentary or how he teaches, definitely check out his Metafee. He does have one, so I believe it's just metafee.gg/Skar, or is it Skar lol?
Yeah, medify.gg/scarlol. Or is it Scar? No, it's just Scar at
Okay.
Scar.
Yep. All right. Well, you have a good night, and like I said, once again, I really appreciate it. So,
Yep, you too.
mhm.
See ya.
Good night.